Welcome back to Breadcrumb Bites. We're in Genesis 19, verses 1 through 8. This is where two angels came to the entrance of the city of Sodom, and Lot was sitting there, and he saw them, and he stood up to meet them and welcomed them and bowed with his face to the ground. And he said, "Come to my house, and I will wash your feet, and you can stay with me for the night. And then you can get up early in the morning and be on your way again." And they said, "No, we'll just spend the night out here in the city square." But Lot insisted, so they went home with him, and he prepared a feast for them. And he had bread made without yeast, and they ate it. And before they went to bed that night, some men of Sodom came to Lot's door, and they shouted out to Lot. They said to bring the men out there to them so they could have sex with them. He knew that they knew that he had two guests in there. And it was a wicked city, and a very wicked city. And so Lot stepped outside and he said, please don't take these two men. Don't do such a wicked thing. And that was really good of Lot. But instead of just leaving it there, he said, "Hey, take my two virgin daughters instead, but leave these men alone. They're my guests." And that sounds a little far-fetched, to say, "Hey, don't take these men, but take my daughters instead." But, those were wicked times, and Lot had kind of lost sight of what was good and what was evil because he was in the midst of a city that was doing wrong, and he couldn't see clearly what was right and what was wrong. So we need to be careful about getting comfortable with sin and not being able to recognize it as sin. We need to pray and ask God to ask us to be able to discern right from wrong so that we can be a better witness for Him, because we can't be a great witness for God if we're doing things wrong, if we're sinning just as everybody else is. So some action steps to take. Think about what's going on in your life right now. Is there any areas that are not pleasing to God? Any areas that might be full of some kind of sin, such even jealousy, envy, anger, bitterness, things like that? Ask God to help to remove those things from your life and list some ways you can make changes and create some new habits and take action. Have a great day.